Your PhD won't stop a bullet. Your high IQ won't keep you warm when the grid fails. And your ability to analyze complex data, that is exactly what's going to get you killed. We are taught that intelligence is our greatest asset, that logic separates us from animals. But in a kinetic survival scenario, logic is a luxury you cannot afford. History, military data, and evolutionary psychology all point to a terrifying truth. When the world breaks, the smartest people in the room are often the first to die. While the average person runs, the genius hesitates. While the dumb animal acts, the intellectual thinks. It sounds impossible, right? You've been told your whole life that your mind is a weapon, but nature has a different set of rules. Today, I'm going to show you why your brain is your biggest enemy in a crisis, and how to surgically remove your civilized hesitation before it's too late. To perform surgery, we first need to look at the anatomy of the failure. Your brain has two captains fighting for the wheel. One is the prefrontal cortex, the CEO. It handles logic, planning, and consequences. In a normal world, this is your superpower. It builds cities and solves equations. The opposing captain is the amygdala, the watchdog. It handles fear and immediate reaction. When chaos erupts, these two go to war. Psychologists call the casualty of this war analysis paralysis. Imagine a predator breaches your perimeter. A primitive mind sees a threat and runs. Simple. But a high IQ brain, it overprocesses. It analyzes the distance. It checks for exits. It calculates the odds of fighting versus running. It wonders why this is happening. Your brain is buffering. You are loading data while the predator is already moving. This is called cognitive latency. A high IQ brain demands a perfect solution, but in a collapse, there are no perfect solutions. Only bad ones and worse ones. While your intellect searches for data that doesn't exist, your survival instinct is suppressed. That 3 to 5 second delay between seeing the threat and acting on it, that is where you die. Intelligence creates options. Survival requires action. They are not friends. But the failure isn't just about speed. It evolves into a complete rejection of reality. Your logic will try to talk you out of survival. Let's look at the deadly trap where this internal software crash manifests in the real world. It is called Normalcy Bias. This is a cognitive trap where the brain refuses to believe a disaster is happening because it has never happened before. And smart people are the most susceptible. Why? Because you are an expert at rationalization. When the smoke alarm screams, the dumb instinct is to run. The smart instinct is to wonder if it's a drill. You check the sensor. You look for a manager. You wait for permission to panic. You use your high IQ to construct a logical argument for why you are safe, while the ceiling is collapsing. History is paved with the bodies of the obedient. On the Titanic, wealthy, educated passengers waited for formal instructions while the lower decks, accustomed to chaos, were already moving. In the 9/11 attacks, studies showed that many people stayed in the burning towers to shut down their computers or finish calls. They followed the rules of civilization, while civilization was burning down around them. That 30 seconds of rationalization is the difference between breathing air and breathing ash. The intellectual rationalizes the noise as a drill to maintain psychological comfort. The survivor reacts to the noise as a threat to maintain biological life. Your intelligence allows you to talk yourself out of survival. It creates complex justifications for inaction. To live, you need a way to bypass your own ego. You need a tool to manually shut the logic center down. So, do you have to be stupid to survive? No, you have to be efficient. You must initiate what I call a tactical lobotomy. When the crisis starts, you must manually shut down the CEO and unleash the animal. The US Marines have a rule, the 70% solution. If you have 70% of the information and a 70% chance of success, act. Do not wait for 100%. Perfect is the enemy of done. In survival, a violently executed imperfect plan is better than a perfect plan that never happens. You need to hack your OODA loop. Observe, orient, decide, act. Speed is the weapon. Stop asking, why is this happening? Start asking, what kills me next? Is it the cold? Fix it. Is it a person? Neutralize them or leave. Is it hunger? Eat. Simplify your world into binary choices. Live or die. Yes or no. Move or stay. Your intelligence is a tool for peacetime. But we are not talking about peace. We are talking about the end of the line. Strip away your ego. Forget your degrees. Trust your gut. Because that primitive voice in your head, it has kept your ancestors alive for thousands of years. Listen to it. But conquering your own mind is only step one. Once you survive the chaos, you will face a new threat. Not the looters, not the cold, but the nice guys, the ones who smile, the ones you trust. Why are they the most dangerous people in the apocalypse? We'll discuss that betrayal in the next video.